Hi everyone, good afternoon and welcome to episode 9 of This Homespun Life. I'm Lori Ann and I'm coming to you from, again, partly cloudy South Florida. Started out as a really crisp Sunday morning. I'm sorry, I'm moving. Really crisp Sunday morning. It should end up being like the low 80s today, so not too bad. My name's Lori Ann. Thank you for joining me. I have to apologize up front if the video is a little bit shaky this week. I can't find my tripod for my iPhone. I don't know where I put it. I've torn my room up and I can't find it. So I'm asking for your forgiveness, please. I'll try to make it as still as I can, but there may be some shifting. So, as I said, my name's Lori Ann. Thank you for joining me today. As you can notice, I'm rocking some green. It is March. It's the month of green. And so I figured I'd rock it out. So you're going to notice a lot of green in what I'm going to show you coming up in what I'm working on and even some future projects. So again, thanks for joining me, and let's get into what's going on with the needles. Alright guys, let's get started with what I got done the past 2 weeks. As you can see here, this is the pattern for the foliage hat. I'd shown you this the last time I recorded and said that I was thinking about making this. And I did get it done. Here it is right here. I love the way it came out. I really do. And I love this yarn. It is fabulous. It is so soft and squishy. So this is Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash Sport. It doesn't have a colorway on it, but it's called Royal Purple. As you can see, it's 100% superwash merino wool. Each skein is 136 yards, so I used 1 and change skeins. This is what I have left of the second skein. So it's a good amount. I'm not sure how much. I didn't weigh it or anything, but I could use it. I'm gonna keep it to maybe do some color work projects or something like that. But I love this yarn. It is so soft and so squishy. And the pattern came out really nicely in it. Yeah, it was fun to work on. I did the ribbing using size 3 needles. And then I used size 5, which is 6.0 millimeter for the body. And it came out great, and I really do love it. I may put some pictures at the end of the video just to show you what it looks like, because I did take a couple of pictures of it. But this is all done, and I love it. Love it, love it. That's the only thing I got done this week, though. So what do I have in progress right now? But I showed you, I don't even remember if I had shown you this. I started these socks. They're called Brienne, written by Kimberly Piper, and she's known as Pearlescent on Ravelry. And these socks are quite interesting. I love the way the pattern looks. I'd never done anything like this kind of patterning before, and I'm gonna make these socks for my mom. Hopefully I can get them done for Mother's Day. So this is where the green comes in for the month of March. Remember that a couple of episodes ago I had gone to Michael's and gotten some really fun, what they call luxury sock yarn. Well, I went back and I was able to find some more. This is the Loops and Thread luxury sock yarn, and each skein is 229 yards. And you can see 60% fine merino, 30% nylon, and 10% cashmere. This is in the colorway Ocean. So I got 3 skeins of this, and I decided to do the socks for my mom. So this is where I am so far. This is the cuff. It's a 1 by 1, well, not even, because there's a patterning on it, but it's all twisted stitches. That's the one thing that I noticed that I didn't realize, because hey, I didn't read the pattern. It's all twisted stitches. So let me show you how it looks. Oops, hang on. Hopefully you can, so yeah, it's all twisted stitches. The pattern is coming through. You can see it down here. It's almost like there are some little bobbles within the pattern that are almost like, they remind me of noops, but it's such an interesting and intricate pattern that this is taking me a really long time to get done. It's taking a lot of patience, and patience isn't really one of my strong suits. So I don't know. Normally I think I would have done more than this on the pattern, on a regular like vanilla sock, but all of this texture is taking a long time. So this is an exercise in patience for me, but I do like the way it's coming out. It's just taking longer than I would like it to. But you can see the color variations in the wool. There are some darker blues here, like a variegated teal and cream. Excuse me, this is a very dark green, light blue and lighter green. So I like the way it's coming up. It's actually striping a little bit, which I didn't expect it to do, but it's gorgeous. I love it, and I hope my mom loves it when she gets it. Now, finishing this for Mother's Day, which is just about 2 months from now, I don't know. I really don't know. I started this about a week ago, and this is where I've gotten. I don't know if I can get it done in time, but I'm gonna push and try and get this done. But I'm learning a lot with this one as well. Definitely. And I love the yarn. It is so soft, and oh, it feels fabulous. So I can't really complain. You know, I love the way it's working up. So that's what's in progress, the Brienne socks. And let me move these out of the way. Now you guys remember my Lion Brand Pound of Love yarn in the antique white colorway. I'm still using that yarn. Still using that yarn to create my pomme de pin cardigan. So when we saw each other last, I was right here. I just bound off for the underarms on both sides, obviously. And I'm now working on the back. I'm almost done with the back. I have to do, what is it, like 8 inches for the back. There is some decreasing going on here to shape for the underarms. You can't really see it that well on this side, but there's some decreasing to shape for the underarms, and then going up the back evenly. And then I have maybe another inch to go before I start shaping for the shoulders, and then I can bind off. This is the front. You can't really tell much from it, and as you saw last time, the fronts are on waste yarn. So once I'm done binding off for the back, I'm going to be able to finish the 2 fronts. Then I have to knit the sleeves and attach. Then once I've done the sleeves and attached, then I have to do the pickup for the button band. So that's going to be a really long, oh gracious. Now here's the deal. I had set the goal of getting this done in a month because I'm going out of town in the middle of April. I'm going up north for a couple of days for business, and so I wanted to be able to wear this finished cardigan just in case it's a little bit chilly. Now, I'm putting in a lot of effort into it. Every night I'm trying to get some amount of work done on it, but I don't think I'm going fast enough to get it done for that. You never know though. You never know. I'm hoping that I'm able to get that done, but I'm also keeping in mind that it may not happen. So, I don't know. I would love to be able to get it done for that, but I don't know if it's going to work. Again, this is being done on my Knit Picks circular needles size, hang on, don't mind me, size 6, 4.0 millimeter circulars. So this is underway. It's going really slowly, but I need to pick up the pace and just get it done. Just get it done. Now, what am I looking to get started with this week? If y'all saw me on Instagram over the weekend, you saw that I was winding this skein of yarn into a ball. This is, this is Robin Turner yarn, Back to Basics Pima cotton in the colorway Kiwi. Hang on, let's see if this will. Alright, so the colorway is Kiwi. You can see it's 100% Pima cotton, 220 yards per skein. I have 3 skeins of this yarn, and I'm going to start a project with it. I'm thinking of either doing another version of the foliage hat, or I may start the Jerry hat. And this is written by Marlena. She does the Yarn Thing podcast, and I'd gotten this pattern for a specific purpose last year, and I was never able, I was not able to get to create it at the time. I'll tell you a little bit more about why I'm going to be working on this in the other portion of the podcast. But this may be going on the needles as early as today, so I'll let you know. But I love this color. It's part of the month of green. I'm taking part in that. I'm trying to knit all the things green. So again, I'll tell you a little bit more about why I want to get started with this project in the other segment of the podcast. One of the things I want to get done during this month, again, going with the theme of green. I don't know if you guys remember this project. I was working on it late last year, but this is one of the squares for my sample Afghan. Remember, I'm doing different squares of lace patterns to put in a sample Afghan for sale in our shop. So this pattern, I'm using Red Heart Soft, which is 100% acrylic. This colorway is called Dark Leaf, which, hey, seems appropriate. It's a very, as the name suggests, it's a very soft yarn. Very easy to work with. And so I'm using it to do the pattern Climbing Leaves. This is a obviously lace pattern. This is what it works up to look like once it's blocked, and I love the way it looks. And so I'm going to make a couple squares of this pattern. I think I have about 3 already, and I need to knock this current one out as well as maybe 2 more. I'm working out of my Vogue Knitting Dictionary number 5, which is all to do with lace knitting. So I'm finding some really cool patterns in here. I'm liking what they have. So if you guys don't have this yet, go ahead and pick that up. I'm hoping to one day start expanding my dictionary library. So this is the first one I got, and I'm really loving it. So hopefully I'll be able to start working on this for March, get this square done, maybe even do another square, and get back to work on my blanket. I really have been neglecting it recently, so I feel bad. So that's what's on the needles right now. Um, Let me tell you a little bit more about that upcoming project with the hat. Before I do that though, let me show you what I'm wearing today. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that in the beginning. This is my Bitterroot Shawlette. It's written by Romy Hill. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I made this a little while back. I don't remember how long it was. But I made it using Knit Picks Stroll Tonal yarn, which is a sock weight yarn, in the Canopy colorway. And as you can see, there are also beads on the end. I really, really, really like the way this came out. I haven't worn it recently because at some point, I don't remember why I did this, but at some point I had put this in the washing machine. Now it's fine, it didn't felt or anything because it's sock yarn, you know, it's super wash. So it's still, the stitches are still defined, it didn't get felted. But it did make it a bit fluffier than it was before. I don't know. It's not as crisp looking as when I had first made it. Now I haven't blocked it in a little bit, but I don't know. I've been kind of disappointed with myself for putting it in the washer and dryer, and I pulled it out. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. So anyway, I love this pattern. It's very easy to follow. She also has a larger version of it, which I think I'd love to make. I'd really love to make. Her writing is really good, easy to follow, and I love adding the beads to it. I think it added some interest to the shawl. So I'm sorry, I just wanted to put that in and show you guys what I was wearing. Expanding a little bit more about the hat that I'm looking to get started with. This past week on Wednesday, we celebrated Ash Wednesday. I was able to go to a service during the day, and which was good for me. I'm glad I was able to attend. And Ash Wednesday is the beginning of Lent for believers, and Lent ends at Easter. I want to say Easter Sunday. I don't remember, but it's a 40-day period. Actually, instead of me telling you off the top of my head, let me read to you exactly what it is. Hang on. So I'm taking this information from Wikipedia. You can see I'm on Wikipedia, and this is talking about Lent. As you can see, it's a solemn religious observation of many Christian denominations that begins on Ash Wednesday and covers a period of approximately 6 weeks before Easter Day. The traditional purpose of Lent is the preparation of the believer through prayer, penance, repentance of sins, almsgiving, atonement, and self-denial. Its institutional purpose is heightened in the annual commemoration of Holy Week, marking the death, burial, and resurrection of our Lord, which recalls the tradition and events of the New Testament beginning on the Friday of Sorrows. Further climaxing on Christ's resurrection on Good Friday, crucifixion on Good Friday, and joyous celebration of his resurrection on Sunday. Now for me, when I went to the service on Ash Wednesday, I was able to sit and reflect a bit and think about my life and think about what I wanted to do during this period of Lent. Normally people give up a certain thing for that 40-day period as a way of self-sacrifice and as a way of being more mindful about life, about what we stand for, and just how we've been living. And I thought about different things that I could give up. What I decided was that I was going to give up my time, I was going to give up my talent, I was going to give up a portion of my stash in order to create for people in need. As you saw earlier, I showed you the yarn, cotton yarn that I'm going to use. I'm going to make some hats for charity. I was going to use some acrylic yarn, but I spoke with my mom. She's a nurse, been a nurse for longer than I've been alive. And I asked her which would be better. And she suggested to go with the cotton because it's usually there is no problem with people who are working with very sensitive skin, or they're going through some medical issues. Cotton is the easiest choice because there usually isn't a reaction through their skin. So I decided to use the cotton, and I'm going to make some hats for charity. I haven't figured out the charity as yet, but I'm sure that'll come as I do some more research. Now, the hat that I showed you, the Jerry hat by Marley Bird, I had gotten that late last year when the push for Halos for Hope was going on. I wanted to create hats for that and send it in, but for some reason, I guess life and some other things got in the way, and I was never able to make those hats and send them in. So I had I had made the pledge that I was going to help. That's why I was able to get the pattern, and I felt really bad that I wasn't able to fulfill my promises. So I'm going to be working on that this month. Well, for the next 40 days. I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be making the hats and giving up of my time and giving up of my stash. Because I did actually have plans for this cotton yarn. I was going to make a top for myself, like a nice summery top. But I can do that at any other time. What's more important is helping people who are at a disadvantage. They're going through either not having the funds to have a home, to have clothing, to have accessories to keep them warm, or they may be going through a medical issue. A lot of people are going through cancer or are going through immunodeficiency diseases, and they need something to cheer them up. They need something to cover their heads and to let them know that there are people out there who are willing to help and to give up of their time and their money and their effort. I think is a big deal, and I think it can help a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. What also helped me to make the decision, was I was catching up on some podcasts on YouTube, and I found a couple new ones, and I also watched some that I'm fond of. And one of the new ones that I found was the Turbo Knitter. I don't remember his name. I'm so sorry. But I'll put his information in the show notes. But he was also doing a hat drive last year. He was doing a hat drive last year. And I was able to watch some of the back episodes and see him get some of those hats in the mail from friends and from people who had committed to help him, and how it touched his heart and how he was able to help others in need. That really gave me the idea to get started on that. And also, I don't know if you guys remember Rain Lover Knits. She used to be on iTunes as Sarah. She had changed the name of her podcast to Raindrop Knits. She's now on YouTube. And I was happy to be able to find her again, but in the episodes that I watched, she's gearing up for the Avon Walk for a Cure, which is to help find cures for breast cancer. research, and breast cancer has really touched her family, and as well as some other types of cancer. They really touched her family on a deep level, and she's walking and she's trying to raise funds for those people and to help others. So that further spurred me on to get into the swing of things and to help as best as I can. So those were a couple of the reasons that I just made the decision this Lent, this is what I'm going to do. And that decision also led me to make another decision, which is I'm finally gonna start a Ravelry group. Hopefully it will be up by the time this podcast is up. If not, I'll let you guys know. Check my blog, thishomespunlife.com, for updates. But I'll let you all know it should be up by the time the podcast is up. But this is really, I was not going to start a Ravelry group because everyone has a Ravelry group. But I figured this is a good place to bring us crafters together for a good cause. We can talk about what we're planning to do during this period of Lent, if you are celebrating or observing the season. And also it can be a place to coordinate if you would like to help me with my focus this year of making hats or accessories for those in need. Could be knitting, crochet, weaving. You could spin a special amount of fiber and donate that for the creation of projects. However it is that you'd like to help. I'll put more information on the page once it's up. Please be patient with me. Remember, I don't have internet access at home, so I'm going to have to do this from my office or from my phone. Let's see how that works. But yeah, definitely the information will be there. And let's work together. Let's be mindful. Let's think of others. Let's think about ourselves and our lives, and I don't know how to put it, but let's just be mindful. Another part of being mindful, and another decision I made was this hat that I'm wearing, the foliage hat that I absolutely love and adore, and it feels so squishy and fun on my head. I've decided to give this hat away. I'm going to give it to my mother. I'm sure she'll love it. She loves purple. Now, I had made the hat for me. I had it in my queue for a long time, and I bought the yarn specifically to make it last year, and I was excited. I got it done, and then came Ash Wednesday. And I started thinking about it, and it just came upon my heart that I need to let it go. Let go of something that I want to give it to someone else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let go of this hat. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to wrap it up. So I get to wear it today, and that's it. I have to find some way to wrap it and give it to her when she gets home tonight. So again, what this is forcing me to do is to think about why it's so hard for me to let this go. See, you have to be mindful. You have to think, why is it so hard to let go of something? Deep stuff. Alrighty, that's that portion. I'm going to show you a little bit of some things that I got during last week, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, acquisitions. I don't have a lot, and I have to hurry because my phone battery is about to die. So, y'all saw the yarn that I got. Again, it was from Michael's Loops and Threads Luxury Sock. Got 2 of these skeins, three of these skeins. Again, they were on clearance. Can you believe I paid $4 for this? $4 on clearance. 229 yards. So I'm definitely going to have enough for my mom's pair of socks. And I don't know what else I'll make with the leftovers. But that's that. I was also able to go to CVS and pick up a couple of things makeup wise. Continuing with the theme of the month of green, I got this mascara. This is from Physicians Formula, as you can see. Sorry, it looks scruffy, but it's been in my purse all week. I was testing it out, and this is what they call their organic wear mascara. It's, as they say, 100% natural. It's in the colorway Black Organics. I've been using it all week. It's not like a traditional mascara in the way that it feels. This is what the brush looks like. The bristles are pretty skinny, so it can give you, whoops, I'm sorry. So it can really get to all the lashes. One thing I did notice is that it doesn't leave my lashes as brittle as some of the other mascaras can do. It feels more natural, so I don't know if that's the organic nature of it or if that's just the Physicians Formula way of doing things, but I like it. Now to nail polish. I put a picture on Instagram during the week showing that I had gotten some nail polishes on sale. I'm going to show you the colors I got. Oh my gosh, I love them! First one. They're all Sally Hansen. They're all called Triple Shine. Look at these colors. Oh my gosh. This one is called Lemon Shark. How beautiful is this? Seriously? Oh my goodness. So that's the first one. Bam. The second one is called Play Coy. Ah! Oh my goodness. I love this color. I have another orange from a different company, and it was a disappointment. So I'm hoping this one has a more intense color payoff. Love this one. I absolutely love it. Love it. It's called Kelp Out. Seriously, do you see how gorgeous this color is? Can you see? I'm sorry, I'm in love with this one. This was the one that got me excited and I started picking them up. And then the last one, hello. This one, look at the different colors that are coming up. Blues and greens. This is called Make Waves. Ah, I am in love with all of these. Of course, it's for spring. It's happy, it's bright, it's energetic. I love them all. With coupons and the specials that I had, they were each, I think, $2. Worked out to be about $2. In love. As you can see, I have no polish on this week. Well, as yet. I'm going to be doing some housework, and then I'm going to paint. Paint. Which one should I choose? I'm feeling for this one. I don't know yet. But you'll see on Instagram on Monday. I'll let you all know. So, this is the end, I believe. This is what I have going on for this week. You all have an amazing, beautiful, blessed next couple of weeks. Take care of yourself and be careful and have a good couple of weeks. And I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.